All right. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Bootcamp series brought to you by the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce of Greater Los Angeles in partnership with National ACE or National ACE. Our topic for tonight, I think we got there very quickly. Our topic for tonight is sell online with e-commerce tools. We're going to be joined by our guest speaker, Roberto Martinez, who is a digital coach of Grow with Google. A little later on. Our logo sponsor is Southeast. What is that? I'm sorry. Can you go back again, Lizelle? There you go. Our logo sponsor for tonight is Southeast Quality Tax Incorporated. All right. Thanks, Lizelle. So our question for tonight, a little icebreaker for everyone. So are you selling online right now? So who among our attendees are already selling online? Please type it in the chat box if you're already selling online and you are just here to get more information on how to improve your online platforms. All right, next slide, please, Lisa. Lalaine says not yet. Rosalyn says yes. All right, so welcome again to our 13th Entrepreneur Bootcamp series. I'm your host for tonight. My name is Fiji Victoriano. I'm the secretary of the board of directors of the Chamber. I'm also the director of the programs committee. And again, welcome to these webinars. We are on the second to the last webinar. Next week is our big graduation, so hopefully we're gonna see you there. So a little bit of a background about our chamber. Our mission is to promote, cultivate, connect, and empower the Filipino American community and its allies for business development in Greater LA. Our vision is to be the leading catalyst for the prosperity of businesses that share the values of the Filipino American community. So these are some of our core values, as you can see on the screen. It includes excellence, integrity, sustainability, education, and collaboration, and of course, entrepreneurial spirit. We have been established since 2001, and we have about 150 members. We usually run around 2 events a month, but right now, of course, because of these webinars, we're doing 1 per week. So it has been a busy past few months, and it has been really great because we have tried to get really great speakers to share resources to our members, our attendees, and our community. So some of our strategic partners are nonprofit organizations that provide free workshops and also one-on-one business counseling, like access to capital, and like these topics as well, like selling your products online. We're also partnered with local and Philippine government offices and other chambers of commerce. So a little bit about National ACE. Let me see. Next slide, please. All right, so this again, these webinars that we're bringing to you is in partnership with National ACE, National ACE. It stands for National Asian Pacific Islander American Chamber of Commerce and Entrepreneurship. So their mission is that we advance Asian American and Pacific Islander business owners, one voice for the Asian American and Pacific Islander business community, building capacity and fostering economic development through advocacy, partnerships, and programs. Next slide. So they provide a unified voice for the business interests of around 2.65 million AAPI small business owners in the United States. And these webinars are a part of their hashtag AAPI Strong Business Resiliency Program. Next slide, please. All right, so again, this is the second to the last webinar. Next week is our big graduation, which I'm sure Miko Palon, our VP of Events, will talk about a little later on. So next slide, please. Special thank you to our logo sponsor for tonight, John Eric Pabalan with Southeast Quality Tax Incorporated is, let me see, maybe we can ask John Eric a little later on to introduce his business. Next slide, please. All right, so a little reminder, we're going to do this at the beginning of the webinar. Please join our chamber. Individual membership is at $150. Our corporate membership is at $300. Next slide. These are our perks and benefits. If you scan the QR code, you will see some of the perks and benefits in an ebook. So capture this QR code on your camera right now if you're interested to join the chamber. Next slide. All right, so while we're waiting for our speaker, because our speaker is actually at a conference right now, he's in Mexico. So we're gonna have Miko talk a little bit about some of our upcoming events and announcements. Go ahead, Miko.
Thanks, Fiji. So I'll just introduce 3 upcoming events that we have. After this one, we have our, next slide, please, the graduation. So we're actually finally going to be concluding our series of bootcamp seminars, webinars next week. That'll be on Wednesday. And our topic will be the art and science of networking. And this will be an opportunity for you to meet your cohort and past speakers. Also have a special guest, Dr. Bill Salaby. And this will be in Beverly Hills as a hybrid event. Next slide, please. And then we have the big Kofac Mega Mixer, where you can become your own superhero. So don't forget to wear your superhero costumes. There's going to be a contest for that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. It's all Zoom, 5:30 p.m. It's our virtual fall Mega Mixer for 2022. Hope to see you there. And lastly, our last event for now, for this year, would be our very merry and bright holiday mixer and onboarding. That's going to be in Pierce College in Woodland Hills, starting at 6 p.m. on December 14th. So we hope to see you there as well. Thank you.
All right, so let me check if Roberto is on. I don't think he's here yet. So let me go back to my question while we're waiting. Who among our attendees tonight are already selling online? Please put your answer on the chat box. I know Rosalyn said yes, Lalaine said not yet. So I think Lalaine will definitely benefit from this webinar tonight. Anyone else who would like to share on the chat if they're already selling online or not? All right, Lalaine is saying coming soon, perfect. Sometimes in business, it comes in stages. You can't rush some of these processes. You have to take steps to get there. So awesome news, Lalaine, that you're on. Oh, Miko is selling himself online and in person. Miko Palon has a few businesses that he owns. So I think that is apropos for all of your businesses, Miko. Thanks for sharing. All right, let's see. We have, let me welcome some of our participants for tonight. We have Connie Mapue, who's used to be a previous board member and officer of the chamber. Hi. All right, I think I see Roberto actually on the waiting room. So let's go back, Lizelle, to our speaker introduction because Roberto is right online. All right, so our speaker for tonight, Roberto Martinez, is the founder and CEO of Braven Agency, a small business digital marketing agency based in Los Angeles. He's run over 100 digital marketing workshops with Google and in turn helped many small businesses grow. Roberto's 15 years of digital marketing experience gives him the chance to use all of his knowledge and skills to become a hands-on coach and help small businesses reach their potential. He also has passion for humanitarian work. So without further ado, let me welcome, please help me welcome our speaker for tonight, Roberto Martinez. Hi, Roberto.
Everyone. Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, fantastic. I'm very excited to be here today. I made it a point to leave my gala to be here with you all. So I'm very, very excited. You guys mean the world to me. If you guys
Thank
will,
you so much.
I see some familiar faces. If you guys allow me to present my screen, that would be fantastic.
Sure. Lizelle, can you make Roberto co-host, please? All right. Go ahead, Roberto.
All right. Well,
You
thank
look
you
you
so
look
much.
very sharp, Roberto, by the way.
Thank you. I took a shower today, so that's a good thing.
You look very good.
Okay. Well, Roberto Martinez, you will call me Roberto. Perfectly fine. I absolutely love being here with you all. I made it a point. Thank you so much, Nico. Appreciate it. Uh, I'm here today to talk to you about how to sell online using e-commerce tools. If there's an echo, I do have a headset here. I could definitely throw it on. If there's an echo, if there's not, I'm just going to keep moving forward.
Go ahead, Roberto.
All righty. So who am I? Why am I in front of you today? Well, I am a Google digital coach. I've been doing this for Google for the past 5 years. I'm here to help chambers, chamber members, entrepreneurs, more importantly, learn how to use the Google tools and services to grow their presence online. It's a really, really cool program that we have to help as many entrepreneurs like yourselves grow your presence and sell or get new customers or get new leads. You could have a bunch of great products and services, but if no one knows where you're at, then it's really hard for them to buy from you. So if you have any questions after this presentation, feel free to shoot me an email at robertomar@google.com. Happy to respond. Give me about 48 hours as I fly back tomorrow morning. Very excited regardless. So I'm here to talk to you about why it's so important to sell online. Pre-pandemic, you get away with having your store, having a location, and not having a strong online presence. But since the pandemic, the whole world has moved online. So it's extremely important for us as entrepreneurs to leverage every single tool that we have available to ourselves to be able to grow ourselves, because the customer now is online now more than ever. And they're using this little tool to leverage and be able to connect with their needs immediately. And if you're not online, guess what? You're missing on a golden opportunity to be able to get that customer to you. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about Google My Business. Hopefully everyone has their business profile set up already. We're going to talk about Google Merchant Center. If you have products, and press 1 if you have products that you sell. You can upload these products on the Google Merchant account, which is completely free for you to use. There is some paid features on the Google Merchant account, but mostly it's this free tool that allows you to post your products on the Google search engine. So when someone's looking, let's say you sell cups or headphones or bags or tuxedos, you'll be able to post your products on Google search engine so that people can see it, find it, and buy from you. Then we're going to touch a little bit on Shopify. It's a partnership we've had in the past where we work and collectively notify our prospective customers on this amazing platform called Shopify that allows you to create a website online and sell directly to customers using that e-commerce website platform. Last but not least, we'll rewrap the content today, and I'll present you to some solutions and some services that we provide so that you can learn at your own pace. As an entrepreneur, we're always busy. Sometimes we don't fit the 9 to 5 mode. So that after we're done with the presentation, you can kind of take it on and learn at your own pace. We have some amazing online courses that you can take for free. All right, with that, let's get started. So why sell online? A lot of people ask me this pre-pandemic. I think now more than ever, we all know why it's so important to sell online. Why? Very simply, customers go online first. You have a problem in your life, what do? Do we talk to our friends and family, or do we reach for this little device here and start looking for the ways to solve our problems in our life? Most of us, over 60%, that statistic is a little bit dated. I've seen numbers as high as 80%. That means out of 10 customers, 8 customers, what do? They go online and they start searching for solutions to their problems. Everyone here in this room, in this webinar, is providing a solution to the marketplace. You're providing a solution. You guys are providing solutions to the customers that are having pain points. And most customers start their process online. They're going to Google it. They're going to go on YouTube, and then they'll talk to their friends. So we definitely want to jump on that trend that's only growing, which is e-commerce. And we saw in recent memory that over 45% of shoppers go online and buy and order the product and then go to the store to pick it up. Some of us are over the mall. We don't want to get lost on the mall and walk around. We want to go in, pick up what we want, and take off. So if you're a store, there's a lot of different tools you can use, like online ordering, pick up in store, to help improve that customer experience. And we're going to touch a little bit about that. So first and foremost, retailers, if you're a product and you're selling products online, you have to be online, because our customers are using their mobile devices to find solutions to their problems. And on top of that, they're using Google search to do research, to understand and comprehend all the different solutions or products that they can buy. So they're comparing you to other folks, other companies, other businesses. And they're looking online, they're looking through your website, looking through your business listings, you're looking on your social media sites to see if you're the right company that they could trust with their needs. So it's extremely important for us as retailers to be online. Okay, so let's jump right into it. How do we do this? Well, there's a great product out there that's called Google Merchant, and this is kind of the Google ecosystem when it comes to all the different, what we call touch points. For those of us who are long in the tooth, a little bit older, my age, I'm a little bit older. I just turned 40. I'm very excited about that fact. So I remember pre-internet days, and things were called offline marketing. What is an offline marketing? Billboards, TV, radio. And back in the day, you used to have what are called touch points. A touch point is every single time you need to touch your customer so that they could buy from you. 1990s, 1980s, it used to be you had to touch your customer 14, 15, 16 times through your advertising for them to buy from you. Now, you guys want to guess how high that number is? Just take a wild guess. Anyone want to type in how many times you as a business need to touch your customer base? Any guess? 1, 7, nope, a lot more than that. You guys give up? Oh, I like that, Victoriana. Victorino, 20. We're getting closer now. 140 times. We need to touch our customers 140 times before they actually buy from us. So here's what Google is doing for us as entrepreneurs. They're saying, hey, here's all the different ways you can be online and touch your customer. Optimize your presence on Google search. People search for your product, your business pops up on the Google search organically. Set up your Google business profile. Get online. Google Shopping, there's a tab within Google search where you can see products there. You can upload your product if you're in the United States with Google Shopping. Obviously, we can run Google Ads. For those of us who have a smartphone, and I have a Pixel, I'm a homer when it comes to products from Google. And there's a really cool tool where you can take a picture of someone who has a shirt, a jacket, some shoes that you really like, and then use the tool, what's called Google Lens. And you can take a picture with Google Lens, and guess what happens? Google Lens will tell you, this is where the product's from, this is where you could buy it, and this is how much it costs. It's a really cool tool, and guess what? You could download that tool within your iPhone if you have an iPhone. And then the last but not least, if you have products, you can upload those products onto Google Images. Okay, a lot of different ways you as an entrepreneur can upload your products on the Google platform to touch your customer. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the easiest way to get started, which is your Google business profile. Your Google business profile is exactly what it sounds like. You register with Google search to set up your profile. It takes you 10 or 15 minutes. I would highly recommend you use your email address to register with Google Business. And then what can you do? Well, there's a functionality within Google Profile where you can upload your products and list all the different products that you have within the Google Profile. Like the example we're using, essential spices. And you can list out how much they cost and how they can buy from you directly. So the customer, when they're searching for different spices that say, for whatever reason, the holidays are coming up, you want to buy certain spice rack for your friends or family, or Thanksgiving's coming along, you're traveling, you want to make sure you have the right spices. You start looking for different spices. Maybe they're not at the grocery store because these are very unique spices to Philippines, or to Mexico, you could find that. And if you sell those products within the Google profile, you could actually click on that product, see the product, and order it directly using the Google business profile. Very easy to do. All you need to do is set up your Google business profile with your Gmail account. Most of us here are very advanced. We don't need this because we're already doing it, which I absolutely love. You guys are one of the most advanced chambers I've come across. You guys probably already have your Google business profile, which allows you to have an elevated amount of awareness within the world's largest search engine. Once you do that, you can also upload pictures of your product, descriptions of your product. You can actually have a buy now product or a click save button within your Google business profile. So if you're selling a lot of different products, you could easily upload this products into your Google business profile. Now, you might be thinking, well, do I have to do that for everything? Well, I'm going to touch on how Google business profile can integrate with a future product on your website. So some foreshadowing there so that you don't have to recreate the wheel. Okay. And so how does this product show up when people are searching for that particular product on Google search engine? Well, let's say you are selling those spices and me as a customer are looking for that spice collection. I click on it and it'll populate just like this. So I could see what I'm buying. I could actually have what's called a call to action, which is a phone number here where I could click on that phone number and have someone, I could call that company so I could order that product, or I could click on this learn more that sends me to their website so I could buy that product in their website. A really cool tool, doesn't cost you a dime. Very easy to set up. It's only your time that you need to invest. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how you can showcase your products on a great tool that most people aren't aware of, which is called Google Merchant Center. And Google Merchant Center is a free center that you have to create and upload all your different products within the Google search engine, which is super duper cool. It's a tool that's free to use, that is your online store, quote unquote, where you can upload all your inventory that you have so that Google can see that inventory and promote it for you at no cost. Now, there's obviously some other aspects to this that does have a cost, like if you run ads, and let's say you're running display ads or search ads, you might want to make sure that the prospective customer sees your images so that they could buy from you. But we'll touch on that a little bit later. So this is very, very easy to set up. So let's see how your products show up and can appear. The first one is Google search, right? Let's say you're selling different tuxedos. I'm looking for tuxedos near me, or navy blue tuxedo for the Filipino Chamber Gala, and I want to look sharp. And you are selling tuxedos. What happens? Well, when people search for tuxedos near me, the image self-populates right at the top of the Google search engine on the desktop and on Google search and your mobile device. This is free traffic for you. This is free advertising for you, where the customer can learn, because Google wants to inform the customer on all the different things they have. Now, there's another way they can do this. There's a little tab at the very top of the Google search engine that's called shopping. And as you're uploading all your products within the Google Merchant Center, Google will self-register those products and allow prospective customers, if they click on that tab, to see your product line. So you can actually have those products listed within Google Shopping, and that prospective customer can click on that and buy directly from you using that shopping tab on top of the Google search engine. Google Images. Now, this is one of my best features, and I've seen a lot of different companies do a lot of creative stuff here. You can actually take a picture of your product, upload it to the Google Images, and have prospective customers find that product. There's a lot of times where my friends and family members or acquaintances are like, why does my image pop up? And I don't like that image. I want to take it down. Well, that's because a different website might have used your image and labeled it, let's say, Lizelle or Miko Chamber of Commerce, or Miko Vice President at ACC, and uploaded that image of Miko on their website. So now Google's saying, well, that image is labeled Miko. Someone typed in Miko Palon VP, and guess what happens? Google matches that image with that search query and says, here's the images that pop up. And that's how people find your image. You can do the same thing for your products. You can upload those products, label those products according to what the products are, So when someone types in those particular keywords, your image pops up, again, increasing that touch point, increasing the fact that people are seeing your image. Now, Google Lens, I talked about this super cool tool. You open this up, you click on it, you take a picture of someone that you like, their jackets, their pants. They might have some beautiful jewelry on that you want to kind of buy, let's say, or like, oh, that inspired me. I want to see similar styles. Very, very similar to some social media platforms that I won't mention. That allows you to take pictures of those products and find them near you. So I'll scan that image and then I'll say, here's all the images that look like this and what their name is and where you can buy it. Really freaking cool tool. I absolutely love this tool. It feels like I have a magic wand. Anytime I see someone really stylish, I'm like, hey, I like that jacket that he's wearing. Let me copy him. Let me steal that style. Now, last but not least is yes, it's also on Android. You could download this. So if you want to use Google Lens, go to Google App Store and then type in Google Lens and it'll pop up and you could download the application onto your phone. Really cool. Now, let's say we want to be a little bit more proactive and we want to make sure we are promoting our products on the search engine. We can set up Google Ads. And so most of us know what Google Ads are. There's two types. There's display and there's search. For this conversation, we're going to focus on display. And that means you could show images of your product line. And so when people type in that keyword or key phrase of your product, your image pops up, and that's an ad. Now, how does the ad work? You could do it multiple ways. Primary way is based on clicks and based on impressions. Clicks is Google only charges you every single time someone clicks on the ad. The other way is like, no, Google, I don't want clicks. I want impressions. I want people seeing my ad. I don't want, it's irrelevant if they click on it or not. I just want them to see it. So what happens there? Google charges you per 1,000 impressions. Two different ways of doing it. Really cool tool, especially if you just want to get the product out there and have many people see it. It's a fantastic way, but it's based on Google Ads. So just want to be very clear. This is the only one that it does have a cost to the tool. Okay, let me stop there and see if anyone has any questions. Beautiful. Okay, so how does this platform work? First, we create an account. Second, we upload our products. And third, we showcase them around the Google product line. It sounds very easy. There's a little bit more to it. So let's get into it. So the first thing we do is register the Google Business Pro, our email and our company with the merchant account. We definitely need an email account from Google to be able to do this. Then we list our business info, the name of our company, where we're located, the time zone. Then we select different options for our customer to take if they do want to buy from us. Do we want them to check out on our website? Do we want them to go to our store? Or do we want them to be able to buy directly through Google? Some of these have costs, some of these don't have costs. When Google says, let's say you want them to buy directly from the image that pops up in the Google search engine, the reason why there might be a quote unquote third party cost is because Google is very aware of your something called your point of sale system, which is where like many people have PayPal, some people have Square. Those systems charge you a certain percentage of sale, 2 cents, 3 cents, 1%, 3%. You know, you guys know your business model better than I do, but that's why Google's saying, hey, you know what? We're not the ones charging you. That organization, that other company is. But we just want you to be aware that you can definitely use Google to sell that product directly to your consumer. Okay, so remember when I told you guys don't have to repeat the process, and if you're uploading your products on the Google Merchant account, there's third-party integrations. Well, if you have a Shopify account, you could connect your Google Merchant account with Shopify, and what Shopify will do is scrape, what's called scraping. It's review your information on Google Merchant account and then connect those products onto your Shopify website. Best part of this platform is that you can see all the different data that's coming in. In other words, how much am I selling a day, a week, a month, a year? Which of them are best selling products? How is that performance doing? If I'm running ads, are those ads converting? Super important. All this is great for you to take informed decision making and see what is your stellar product line that's selling the most, which product line needs a little bit more love, which product line you might want to roll out and roll off your catalog. Google also has to verify your business. So how do we go about verifying your business? There's 3 ways. First, Google Analytics. Hopefully we all have connected our website with Google Analytics. It allows Google Analytics to communicate with the Google Merchant account and says, yes, this is the website. This is Miko's website. We definitely know that because that's the email connected, and then they verify it. The second way is Google Tag Manager. And Google Tag Manager is a third-party platform, which we haven't really talked about today, but is a free service that Google allows you to do within your website. And it allows you to quote unquote tag different actions that you want to track on your website. That discussion is for another day because we could get into the weeds on that. We always want to track success on our website, and Google Tag Manager allows us to track that success. The other way we can do that is by adding an HTML file to the website so it could communicate directly to the Google Merchant account. HTML site is just code, fancy word for code to communicate and make sure that both sides are talking to each other, the Google Merchant account and your website. So how do we add our product lines to the Google Merchant account? Well, there's what I call the crawl, the walk, and the run model. The crawl model is we manually upload all the product lines individually to the Google Merchant account. The second way is we do a multiple products. We create an Excel sheet and we outline multiple product lines into our product line. The third way is a combination of both. Maybe you want to do individual, maybe you want to do multiple. It works perfectly either way. If you want to do this individually, you can individually list all the information of those images, list out their SKU, how much it costs, and upload those individual products into the platform. The way you could do it with multiple product lines is you can create an Excel sheet, and that Excel sheet is going to communicate to the Google Merchant account so that they know all the different product lines that you have and what their SKU is, their price point, all that good stuff. There's different ways you can do that. You can do that through Google Sheet, a scheduled fetch, upload a product image. You could do a website crawl where the Google crawls your website or reviews all the products on your website and then uploads it to the Google Merchant account. And then you're done. You set up your Google product line, you upload the existing spreadsheet, it communicates to the Google Merchant account, and now you have all your products within Google Merchant. So when someone types in the searches for your products on Google Search, it pops up as a display image at the very top or on the shopping center, or if you run ads on Google Shopping ads. Here's an example of what an Excel sheet might look like when you create it. You have your ID, the title, the description, the link, the condition, the pricing. All this, I could send you over an Excel sheet. As a matter of fact, when you set up your Google Merchant account, I'll have a downloadable template like this where you can set it up yourself. And this allows you to upload bulk products onto the Google Merchant account. Okay, let me stop there and see if you guys have any questions. No questions? Beautiful. Okay, so here's the next page. We talked about Google Search, shopping, ads, images, and lens. Let's transition over to Shopify. Does everyone know what Shopify is? Or should I just give a, oh, great. I don't have to give a brief overview. Can we get the slide? Can they crawl any kind of e-commerce site outside of Shopify? That's a great question. The answer is yes, but not well, right? Even with Shopify, it can't crawl it as well, but yes, it could crawl any website platform. It's just, it's like the quality or you have to do quality assurance every single time. When they crawl your website, you want to make sure every product line and every SKU is correctly listed. So trust but verify, it can definitely do it, but sometimes it leaves things out. Just like any technology, it's not 100% foolproof. Great question. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Shopify. So Shopify is an e-commerce website platform that, and I'm not going to be a fanboy of Shopify. You guys can use whatever third-party website platform that you guys want. It's a useful platform. It's very popular during the pandemic. I think it went like this in the stock market and then went like this after the pandemic. But why did people love Shopify during that pandemic? Well, if you need to sell online, this is a third-party platform that allows you to upload your products in the templated version and create a website very, very quickly. And so the philosophy of Shopify is that we want to make every commerce better for everyone. And there's a bunch of merchants, businesses on Shopify, over 1 million. It's all over the world, and they revenue a lot. The amount of sales of 155 billion in 2021 numbers. We realized post-pandemic that you need to go online as fast as possible. So how do we get started? Well, there's a lot of different ways we can get started. Shopify allows you to create and upload the different products that you have onto the Shopify platform. Shopify platform has different templates. It has for restaurants, if you have a restaurant that sells products, but primarily the majority of the focus is all on product lines. So if you have a specific like clothing line, Tupperware line, clothing line, it doesn't matter. It allows you to upload those products and have the best template that suits your particular need. To get started, Shopify gives you a 1-week trial where it doesn't charge you anything. This is a paid platform. You do have to pay Shopify to host this. So Shopify charges you a monthly maintenance fee. On top of that, it charges you a percentage of sales. So definitely read the fine print when it comes to Shopify. So let's get started. Let's say you do want to create your Shopify account. You go in there, you set up your free account, you start telling us what you're selling, how much revenue, what industry, and then I'll give you some recommendations of what type of platform. They have some amazing tutorials. I absolutely cannot lie. I do like the tutorial section where it walks you step by step on how to use Shopify. And you're gonna scroll down to the product line so you can start adding products onto the Shopify platform. It has built-in data analytics that keeps track of the inventory, how much you're selling. You tell them to have 100 SKUs, 100 units of product, and they'll tell you how much is selling, how much is not selling. All that information is very, very useful. You can manually upload that information and the imaging and then list it out. This is somewhat time consuming, but it's definitely something that if for products that we're selling it, it's worth the investment. You're going to have to do it regardless of which website you're doing. Might as well do it in Shopify if you do have Shopify. Now, here's the value of connecting your Google Merchant account with Shopify. You have different what are called sales channels. And so if you choose Google, it'll connect your Google platform, which is Google Business Profile, and the Google Merchant account with Shopify. They'll start communicating together. This is called an API integration, just a fancy word saying, Google is going to talk to Shopify and Shopify is going to talk to Google, and they're going to communicate together to scrape your website or scrape your information to upload your images. And that's exactly what this is. It's communicating with each other to talk about your product lines, your orders, your marketing, your analytics, because we want to make sure we have all the same information communicating back and forth between both platforms. And this is a step-by-step process of how you connect your Google account with Shopify. Very straightforward. It does take some time. You definitely want to make sure that there's some clear-cut connections. You're going to connect your website. You're going to connect your email address. You're going to upload those product lines onto Shopify, and then you're going to trust but verify. Hey, they did this already. Let me make sure all my SKUs are properly listed, properly priced. And once you do that, they'll start syncing together to make sure the left hand knows what the right is saying. In other words, your Google Merchant account knows what's going on in Shopify and vice versa, because you want them, if people are buying from this side, if people are buying from Google Merchant account, you want to make sure the data is updated on the Google Shop and on the Shopify account. And that is it. I mean, that's basically how you get started and set up your Google Shopping. Now, Google does allow you to set up a Google Ads campaign, and this is advertising. So if you want to run ads, you can definitely do that. It definitely comes at a cost. It's not free. Most people are like, well, is that a free service? It definitely is not a free service. You have to pay for it. But sometimes Shopify provides you a discount, or Google provides you a discount to get started. And then you configure that information to set up the target market. Again, this is if you're running Google paid ads. You'll tell you tell Shopify and Google, this is the market that I want to go after, the city, the state, the county, the area code, and this is how many ads I want to set up. So finally, once you do that, you set up your ads, you set up your smart campaign, and you give Shopify/Google Ads a budget. You could be $100 a month, $150 a month, whatever you want to spend. Google only spends a certain amount a given day. So if it's $150 a month, they'll spend $10 a day until you get to the end of the month, which is $150. That's a whole other conversation. We actually have a really cool class on Google Ads if you guys ever want to learn about how to manage your Google Ads campaign. So the philosophy around Shopify is that you don't have to be good to start. You just have to start. We all are entrepreneurs. We know this inside out. You know, the hardest part is jumping. Like sometimes you have to jump before you're ready or you'll never jump, as one of my friends would say. And so we want to get started. All right. With that, I want to touch very briefly on some additional resources that we have for you so that you can better understand how to leverage all the information I talked about today. All right, first and foremost, really cool tool called Grow My Store. And it's Google's retail website tool that gives you different ways of improving your online sales if you're a retailer. So it'll give you a bunch of different tools that Google has for you, like Google Business Profile, Google Merchant Account, or doing a quick analysis, and they'll read your website presence and they'll say, this is what you can do to improve it. Have you thought about, setting up your Shopify account if you already have a website? Have you thought about running Google Ads? Here's what the benchmark is for your particular marketplace. Here's how much you have as growth potential. And it's completely free to use, doesn't cost anything. And it's part of the Think with Google brand. So Google has a lot of different quote unquote programs and brands. It's a really cool tool. I absolutely love it. It actually has different functionalities. If you're looking to expand abroad, it actually has a Think with Google export functionality if you're looking to sell abroad. Let's say you want to find and help people who want to connect online and want to start looking for businesses like yours. You can actually go to g.co local opportunities and search for people who are looking for your type of business. And it's a really cool way to connect your product with that particular business. There's a step-by-step tutorial if you want to learn how to use this particular tool at g.co/grow-on-air. You go to that website and then you look at that tutorial to help you better understand how to leverage that. Yes, Diana, happy to share this presentation with the chamber, and then the chamber can send it out afterwards. There's also a lot of content available online and you can leverage and you can use. Thank you, Connie. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. And grow and learn at your own pace. Great material. Google Research, Google YouTube, Google Small Business, Google Ads, Google Analytics. All these free content so you can learn at your own pace. And with that, I'd like to thank you and turn it over to questions. That was just about 35, 40 minutes. Does anyone have any questions for us on the presentation? No questions. Okay.
Are there any questions? Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Well, you know what? We do have a little bit of extra time. I do want to do a giveaway. And so we'll give 2 Google Minis to those folks who joined us. Okay, so whoever types it up first gets you can get a $25 gift card for Amazon or a Google Mini or a $25 Starbucks. It's your choice. All right, here we go. All right, you guys ready? Okay.
You have to type fast.
Yes. How many touch points do you need nowadays to get your customer to convert? All right, who won? Salami, 140, that's correct. Give her a hand. So please email me, Roberto. And send me what you prefer, $25 Amazon gift card, $25 Starbucks, or Google Mini. Your call. Now we have one more giveaway. You guys ready? All right. This is gonna be terminology 101. When Google talks to Shopify and they integrate, what is that term called? There's 3-letter words, and I'll give you the first letter. It starts with an A. It's called A blank blank. What is it called? I mentioned it during the presentation. That might be a little bit difficult. I think so. All right, let's do a different one then, okay? So in the very beginning of the presentation, I gave you guys a number. I said blank amount of people start their journey online. What is that percentage I gave? What is the percentage of customers that start their journey online? I'll accept two numbers. You guys remember? Miko, no. I think, oh my God,
I think Diana got it.
Yeah,
Is it
Diana
correct?
got it. 60%. That's correct. So Diana, $25 Amazon gift card, $25 Starbucks, or a Google Mini. 75 ready. All right. All right. So that takes us to the end of the presentation. Do you guys have any questions for me about the presentation today? Well, it's like very, no. Is that better? Okay.
I had a quick question. I don't know if you can
Yes.
hear me. For Google certification, I think you mentioned that in one of your other webinars they had with you, and I missed that one, so I only caught it at the end. And how do you get involved with the certification so you know that you're Google certified?
Great question. So when there's a lot of different verifications. So the first one is went too fast for you, doctor. I completely get it. Good thing we have a recording, we have a presentation, so we can definitely go back and run a little bit slower. If you have any questions about the content I went through, I'm happy to go back to that content. We do have about 9 minutes left. So if you have a specific question, I'm happy to go back to the presentation and discuss it. But when it comes to Google certification, we have multiple types of certification. There's something called Google Analytics certification. There's something called Google Business Profile certification. There's something called Google Ads certification. So you get certified for the specific tools that you want to learn about when it comes to Google. There's also certification to improve your business through Coursera. So now this is specific to you upskilling yourself and upskilling your staff. And Google has this certification program where they partner with Coursera, and that is Google Analytics certification, project management certification, user experience certification, and I am forgetting the last one. But there's a fourth one. Here's the best part. If you go Google certification for small business, you can actually apply for a grant, and Google can give you a grant where they waive the fee, because that certification comes with a fee of about $60 a month or $40 a month for you to be on Coursera. Now, if you apply to this grant, Google will waive that fee and give you up to 100 free certifications for you to give away to your employees if they want to get certified on UX UI, on project management, on data analytics for free. It's a great program. My own company, I have all my team doing certification because it's free. It's something that I want to invest into my team so they could be better at whatever tool they actually want. So anyone, yeah, it's a really cool tool. Let me see if I can pull it up. Certification. All right. Where is it at? I want to be found online. And so I'll look it up here, career certifications. It's under career certifications. Here we go. Let me present my screen just so that we can have access and see it really quickly, and you guys can make sure that you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not just talking to myself. So these are the different types of certification that you could get. You could get digital marketing and e-commerce. I know the good doctor said in mine went too fast. This particular course allows you to learn at your own pace. IT certification is the second one if you want to learn how to do back-end troubleshooting for your computer or your network, data analytics, project management, and UX UI design. Really cool tools that you can learn at your own pace. And there's a free service that Google allows you to do, and I'll send you guys that link in case you want to grow your business. And this is Google Grow with Google certification. And you can apply to that free certification program if you're a small business. Any other questions for me?
Awesome, Roberto. I think we're good.
Okay. Well, I look forward to receiving those folks that won your guys' email. Shoot me an email, and I'm happy to share and give you guys your gift cards in the next, give me 24 hours. I head back tomorrow to LA, and I'll make sure to send that out to you guys via email shortly. Thank you so much for your time. And
Thank you so much,
Uh,
Roberto. Before you leave,
Roberto,
let's
before
do
you
a
go,
photo.
yes,
Roberto, we would like to invite you next Wednesday on the graduation, and it would be held in, go ahead, PG.
It'll be in Beverly
8200.
Hills. We'll send you the details,
Invite.
Roberto.
as long as I don't have to wear a suit, I'm there. A tuxedo. I wear a suit, but not a tuxedo.
Just bring the bow tie.
Okay.
Thanks so much again, Roberto. Before you
Thank you,
leave, because I
sir.
know you have to go back to your gala. Let's take a quick photo. Lizelle, are you able to take a photo for us? Let's ask
Yes.
everyone to turn on their cameras, please. Especially Roberto looks so nice tonight.
I know.
I took a shower.
Okay.
All right,
Are you
count
guys
us
ready?
down, Lizelle.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay. Another one. 1, 2. Okay. There you go. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Roberto.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
your
See you
We'll
next
see you
coming
Wednesday.
next
over.
week, Roberto.
I'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Thank you so much.
Much.
You.
Thank you.
I think congratulations again to Lalaine and Diana. Don't forget to email Roberto. I think he put his email on the chat. It's robertomar@google.com. Make sure to email him that you won in the trivia game at the Chambers webinar tonight. Make sure you get that prize. It's really awesome. And you have choices. You can get either a Google Mini, Amazon gift card, and so you have lots of options. So before we end this webinar, I wanted to remind everyone again that your feedback matters to the Chamber. Please watch out for an email that will be sent to you on a short survey that you can fill out on these webinars. So hopefully you get them, and you can also give us a testimonial if you'd like. Next slide, please. All right, so again, at your service, these are our officers for this term. Lois Claver, our president. Celeste, our VP for marketing. Miko Palon, who's here tonight, is our VP of events. I'm the secretary. And Henry Chan, our treasurer. Some of our board members are also here tonight. We have Reddy Babasa Thompson with us tonight. I know Kathy Curran's here, Roslyn Arciaga, and Gemma Bergstrom. We also have attorney Lioness Ebe and Joseph Sarmiento. So again, if you want to get in touch with us, please scan this QR code. You can look up our website, see our social media presence, and look at some of our member directory as well. The next slide will be some of our contact information. So email us at info@faccgla.org if you have any questions at all. Again, these webinars are recorded, so you will definitely have a copy of the recording after this webinar. So watch out for the link on your emails. So thank you again to everyone who came in tonight to participate and also to learn about selling your products and services online. See you at our next event, which is next week on Wednesday at Beverly Hills. So thanks again, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Good night.
Night.
Thank you.
Hey,
Good
Rosalind.
job, guys.
PG, good job.